Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. This is Laura with Stitching with Laura. How's everybody doing? It's already Wednesday. I know it blows me away because of my change of schedule and I just can't believe it's Wednesday already. But we're going to do a stitching time, and today I have long dog samplers, as you can see, Pavane for these times. It's $1.99 by $2.35. And we are going to be working right in here on this right here to see how much of that little flower that we can get done. And I'm using DMC 3607. So, and here we go. Yay. And I put my, as you know, I use a piece of cardboard. I'm just going to bring it in. That covers everything else up of where I'm working, and we're working at the bottom of this page of the pattern. Oh gosh, yesterday I didn't do much of anything. Oh, by the way, this is on 16 count French Cafe Mocha from Winchlet, and I did cover my edges. Yes, masking tape, what can I say? But it keeps everything from fraying, and yeah, we'll go from there. Oh, geez. Yesterday, what did I do? Well, I finished watching Rain again. Just couldn't take it. I was done, and I'm glad I got through it again, because I was getting a little sick of, I don't think it's the Middle Ages, but it just seemed like it. I'm telling you. Yeah, it was kind of a letdown yesterday because my daughter and I didn't go anywhere. Well, of course, her husband had to go back to work, so there was nobody to watch the kids if we were going to go anywhere. So we didn't even go to Walmart. I just truly didn't feel like I needed to go down there. Trying to hold it together. There's something I need at Walmart, but like I told my daughter, I, in my right mind, cannot figure out what it was that I absolutely needed to go to Walmart for. And it's been a week like this. So evidently it wasn't too important. I just have no idea. Not that I wouldn't like to go to the, what are those? The thrift store down there, because it's a bigger thrift store, and see what I can find. I'd like to go to they call it a restore. It's run by Habitat for Humanity, I believe. But, yeah. Gotta come down here. I was watching Crayola Picks this morning. She does cross stitch, and she also does diamond painting. She's the first person I saw that worked on that the Great Wall of China. That's why I bought it, because I absolutely loved it. Gotta figure out how many I had to sew. And she's doing this new kind of cross stitch. It's done on a piece of not cross stitch. It's, let me preface that. She does cross stitch, but she also does a counted cross stitch, that is. And she also does beaded cross stitch. And she got this piece of acrylic, and you bead onto the acrylic board, which has the pre-drilled holes in it. But it is like a counted cross stitch, because it doesn't have, it has the outline of a pattern, but you have to follow the color chart to figure out which beads you put into it. I was like, oh no, no. Yeah. So, I hope that goes well for her, because it kind of drives me crazy just thinking about doing that. Let me see if I can get my light in here a little bit. without putting it right underneath there. So yeah, she was working on that today. I saw the other day she did an unboxing of it, but I wanted to see how that all worked in principle. Yeah, you couldn't pay me enough. Nope. Just not going there. I think I'll just stick with kind of cross stitch. It's enough for me right now. I haven't worked on my beaded cross stitch in months. I just haven't felt the need to. Then we had May, and yeah, no. I like doing it. I like doing it on cloth, but I can't even imagine doing it on a piece of plastic. Just does not do it for me. Well, I got to go to work today. I work 2 to 10 today, so we'll see how today goes. It's always such a long day. So, we'll have to wait and see. I don't expect it to be too busy. Usually, things pick up, for the weekend. So, like Thursday, so tomorrow's the worst day of those two. And then I just love my Fridays and Saturdays because I work during the day. And it goes a lot easier. It's busy, and it's busy enough for 2 people, which, we have. So, that's always good. It's looking like I need a new piece of thread here. What did I work on yesterday? Oh my goodness. Oh, yes, Quaker Sampling 3. I worked for a while on it. Pretty much all day because it's one color, and I'm beginning to like one color things. I did watch Jan Hicks this morning. Jan Hicks Creates. I just love her channel. She lives in Hawaii, and yeah. Pretty, pretty, pretty. Pretty place to live. I'm getting a new piece of thread because I can't deal with this little itty bitty thing. But as you can see, this is pretty easy to follow, and the pattern's nice and big. Gotta hand it to Long Dog Samplers. May have to get some more of this. I thought I had 4. I don't think I've got any other kit. I put like my excess thread into a bag, and that way they don't get dirty, they don't get lost. Because I bought some extra 310 and I bought extra 221 because I'm using that in about 3 projects. And I got those months ago. And yeah. But what was I gonna say? Oh my god, I've lost complete train of thought about Jan Hicks. Oh, she was going to on top of doing wool applique. I gotta go back. Hang on. I got to figure out where I'm at. Okay, you got... I'm lost. So you got the one in the middle, you got that one, and you got that one, so it's this one. She's got Liz Matthews, I want to say The First Day of Christmas, The Partridge in a Pear Tree. I looked at that on 123 Stitch, and I was like, no, I don't like this. But I saw the picture that she had, like on her tablet, and it looks way different than the picture I saw at 123 Stitch. I think that's where I saw that from. But it's a better looking either picture or something, but I was thinking perhaps, maybe, that I would look that up. I don't know. And it's not very big, as you know. And I don't know if it's got any specialty stitches or anything at all. And I have never done a Liz Matthews, so I don't know if she's into specialty stitches or not. And, you know, some days my ideas of a specialty stitch is like a half stitch, and I just can't seem to grasp that half stitch thing. Even on Ada, I just don't know. Don't know at all. So I thought maybe I'd look it up, because it is kind of a striking piece. What else was she talking about? I don't remember. See, stuff just goes in my brain and flows through it, kind of like water, you know? I did get quite a bit done on Quaker Sampling 3 yesterday. So I was happy with that. It was just something pretty simple to work on. I don't know what I'm going to do about my stupid lap stand that's not here. I swear. Okay, there's that. I have to focus. Give me a sec. Okay, there it is. I didn't drink coffee. I just love that pink. It's bright, but it's not too bright. I know it. Well, it's pretty true to color right there. Once you get it sewed in. And I have no desire, when I was talking about Jan Hicks, to do any kind of applique. I went through my applique phase. No. It's too much like quilting for me. No. I must have done 100 applique pieces in the day when I was working with quilting, and I do applique pieces to be quilted. So I did hordes of those, and I also did like the iron-on applique, you know, that you put the fuse, you know, iron the material down, then cut the piece out, and then applique it down that way. I lost my want to do that anymore. So I like cross stitch, and this is what we're doing now. Oh, goodness. I'm tired before I ever get to work. I've been tired for a couple days. Of course, I think part of that is walking around in the fresh air and the sunshine and the pine trees and the water, and it's like, holy crap. I'm more tired than I was before I even took 3 days off. Well, I didn't take 3 days off. I had my 3 days off, I should say. Oh, goodness. Whoops. I do believe that's 5, right? Okay. But I am kind of leaning towards like single color pieces. I like them because I can just pick them up and stitch. I don't have to worry about changing anything. Whoops. Sorry. Didn't mean to hit that. Oh, crud. Came up on the wrong side. Jeepers creepers. Now this flower, it looks like this. It's a piece of work. I don't know. When I have things change different directions, it sews different for me. Does that make any kind of sense? I have to get it all in the right place. Okay, you got that. And then you got 1, 2. Go here. It's kind of hard for me to keep track of where I'm at. But yeah, I just sewed on Quaker Sampling 3 yesterday. I just didn't feel like getting into anything else. Oh, on Jan Hicks, I knew there was something else. She had a Pennsylvania Dutch, I want to say Pennsylvania Dutch Quaker. I don't think that's correct wording for it. But it's Pennsylvania Dutch something. Well, my grandmother is Pennsylvania Dutch. And I've been looking for a Pennsylvania Dutch pattern. And it was from Willow Samplings, maybe? I don't know where to get it. I thought I'd, what do you call it? Message Jan Hicks and see where she got it exactly. She probably got it off of Etsy. But I haven't found too many of the Pennsylvania Dutch type up. We are lost. 3, 4, 5, 6. But I thought it was kind of a pretty pattern, and it's all done in one thing. I also like that great big, I think it's from Bothy Threads, but I think it's Copenhagen something. Oh, God, who did I see that on? I saw that pattern when I first started looking for, like, counted cross-stitch stuff, and it's huge. Oh, I know, it was, oh, God, what is her name? Oh, the crazy lady. Oh, geez, she's not crazy, but she always acts crazy. Ellen. In the Stitch Power Hour thing. Lady, you know who I mean. Yeah. And it's huge. It's like 16 something, 1600 type sampler. And it's kind of spendy because I think it's from Bothy Threads. But it's huge. And I thought, yeah, I want to do that, you know. That was like when I was jumping off cliffs and buying huge things. But I just thought it would be nice to stitch. Yeah, it's kind of like walking into a Beth Twist, only on like steroids, because it's huge. And I didn't want to put out that kind of money right now. I mean, it had no fabric. It had no threads to it. You know, it was just the pattern. And I don't know. I don't remember the company, but yeah. I'm seeing her do that, and it's like, yeah, it's huge. It's huge. I knew it would be, but, you know, oh, I can do that. I can conquer cliffs. Ha! Yeah, right. I can't even get a long dog done, please. This is the best progress I've had for a long dog. And maybe it's just because it's in a single color. I don't know. I like this pattern more than any of them. Just because it's going to be easier to stitch than the others. The others are meant for people that have been doing these things for years and years and years. I don't know. This is more on my level. I love when I miss. But, and it's more for the common, common person to work on. I don't know. It's just easier. And I think that some of their other ones would be easier, you know, if done all in one color. But you got to really, the pattern here on this is more stretched out. It's not such a solid thing as like Death by Cross Stitch or Templar Prophecy. It just ain't happening for me, people. I love those patterns to death, but it's like I cannot for the life of me get it done. Just can't. But I wanted to come on here today and do a little bitty video. Whether we finish this motif or not, we'll have to see. I might just finish this page. I don't know. I get pretty fickle. But I just need to stitch. And it's really kind of helped me to calm down through all this garbage that's going on left and right. Not saying anybody's garbage, so don't take it that way. It's not. It's just one thing happens right after another. I mean, it's like intense life living. As my daughter'd say, 6th level of Jumanji. Speaking of 6th level Jumanji, it snowed in the mountains yesterday morning. Yeah, can you believe that? They even closed one of the passes because it snowed so much, and that was Trail Ridge, which is deep in the Rocky Mountains, pretty high. And it snowed at my son's house, and he's at 10,000 feet and 35 miles away from me. Didn't snow here, but it sure felt like it. Oh, yeah, I told you it was cold yesterday. I'm like, what the heck? We're used to 70-degree weather, and then all of a sudden, it's just ridiculous. I don't know why it's snowing in June now. So there's just too much going on, and I need to escape. So this is my escape. Just keep stitching, Yeah. Because all I gotta do is think about the pattern. And it's not like I'm putting my head in the sand, it's just, I can't handle it. Just, no. No. Yeah, maybe I am putting my head in the sand. I don't know. I can only take so much. We ran out of another thread. Did you see that? Coming up on this. Oh, pooey. I knew we were doing too well. I just knew it. Oh, come on, out of there. Didn't go one over. Sometimes I'm not paying attention, I'm just talking away. Talking away. I've been taking Tylenol PM to sleep, and it's not doing me any favors. Sometimes it works better than others, but because of I walked around both those places. Hang on. Well, dagnabbit. I didn't see where I was at. Here we go. I was trying to pull the thread. Since I don't have enough to barely put into a needle, I'm just going to knot this. And that way the stitch won't come out. I'm telling you, some days. But I must have worked like 4 or 5 hours yesterday just stitching along, minding my own business. Some days you just need a day where you don't go anywhere, you don't do anything. Well, I would stitch, but you know what I mean? I just need quiet time. Need for somebody to sit me in a corner with a color book and I'll be fine for about an hour and a half or 2. But my bones, not bones, but just muscles I used hiking around with my daughter, it doesn't do me any favors, so I'd take a little Tylenol PM. That's my answer to it, because I'm not taking any heavier drugs than that. And usually it doesn't require anything heavier, because if I take like a muscle relaxer or something, we're done. And it just makes, I don't like being drugged. So Tylenol PM has been an answer to helping my body relax when I sleep. And I got a few aches and pains here, but jeez, don't haul grandma around in the woods. I'm telling you, I'm getting too old for all this. Okay, let's try this again, kids. Sorry for the delay, everyone. Had to fix it because it would be off and it'd just mess up the pattern. So, yeah, I've been looking around for pattern. Nothing is jumping out at me. I mean, just saying, you really need to buy me. You really got to have me. Nope, not happening. It does sometimes. And other times, not really a whole lot. Other than hoops at Walmart, I've been running this through my brain for a week, and I still can't figure out what it was. When I find out, I'm going to write it down. Just going to write it down. So that I can get whatever the heck it is that I think I need at Walmart. Besides jelly-filled donuts, that ain't going to happen either. Okay, so we got those 4 done. Skip 1. Skip 1, stitch 5. Oh, it's just being a pain in the neck. Hang on. Will you? There we go. It's going the wrong direction. It's like, why won't that go? Skip 1, stitch 5. Oh, do you see that? I forgot to cross that one where I backed it out. And get it while we're just right there. I keep looking on 123 Stitch to see if there's anything else from With My Needle. I think that's who it was that did that Quaker sampling 3. Are we going to end up at the same place? Yes. Okay. As you can see how it's, this is where we're working. Like we've almost got one side of that. You'll see it when I get there in a minute. Oh goodness gracious. It's going to be a long day. But at least I know when I get home I'll be so tired I won't be able to stand up, so it'll be time to go to bed. Maybe I can get to bed at a reasonable hour. I mean, I can go 3 or 4 days, and I can go to bed at 12:30 and just completely pass out. And others, I'm up till 3 o'clock in the morning. That was yesterday. Took a 2-hour nap. I know. The naps don't do you any favors either. But some days I stitch and it relaxes me so much. I am so super tired. I just cannot deal. Okay, that is the end of that. Let's see how that's half of that flower. I gotta trade something here. Hang on. Go to the next page. Use my little paper clip and see where we're at. Okay. Seriously. This thing is so tight, I couldn't get a hold of my needle. Okay. We are at... That goes there. Turn it around. Okay, I just wanted to see where it was going to end up at. My bad. I know, I keep hitting the thing. I think they pretty much canceled all the activities. So, you know, so now they'll only have what they have. Like last weekend was free fishing in Colorado, so we'll see what this weekend brings. But not too many events that I know of. Oh, goodness. Oops. We're getting there, guys. So it should be a fairly quiet type weekend. I don't know. Summer around here. But there are a lot of campers, so people are just camping and fishing and, you know, doing, we'll call it normal things. I mean, there won't be events or reasons for them to be here. But who knows? They'll come up with something. Two, and two. Oh, for pity's sake. I missed that whole square. Good gravy. There we go. Okay, 2, 2, space 2. I could just see it some days. Gotta get the other side of this. Yep, that's what I thought. Oh, for pity's sake, get in there. So I don't know what I'm gonna work on today other than this before I go to work. Kind of like finish both them stupid flowers. I'm telling you, they just Hang on, I gotta move my little piece of cardboard so I know where I'm at. So I'm gonna have to look up that Dutch pattern today. I don't know where I'm gonna be able to find it. And I want to go back and look at that one other one. I swear it's Bothy threads. I really do. Or there was another place, like, I want to say Permium. I don't know that that's the word. It probably isn't. But there was another place on, what do you call it, Amazon. I'm not real thrilled about Amazon, but at least I got Prime, and maybe it'll be in the United States. You won't have to send it overseas. But we'll see. I'll look at them again now that I've got a few things under my belt and used to looking at counted cross stitch patterns. But I don't know. One thing, don't know. Just don't know. I'm like at a, not a crossroads, but just like a conundrum. I don't really need anything else. Does that make sense? You know, we got this little flower done. Maybe I'll finish the other one and that one in the middle this week. I don't know. Alright, guys. Let me put that in there just so it doesn't fall down. Well, we got that one done. I put that in the wrong place, didn't I? You can't even see it. Crap. Just trying not to pull it off the needle there. Alright, guys. Well, thank you for joining me today. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe and hit the bell, and that way you'll know when my next video comes out. Y'all have a good rest of your Wednesday and a good rest of your week. God bless. Bye-bye. Stay safe, stay healthy, and wash your hands.